Chapter 3. Amor Fati. Loving fate. The late autumn sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the cityscape. Daniel stood on the balcony of his small apartment, staring into the distance. The past year had been brutal. He had lost his job, his relationship had ended, and his dreams of starting his own business seemed further away than ever. And yet, he wasn't overwhelmed by despair. Instead, he whispered the words to himself, Amor Fati. Daniel had recently come across the concept of loving fate while reading about Stoicism. At first, it seemed counterintuitive. How could he embrace a year that had stripped him of so much? But as he delved deeper, he realized that life's hardships could be the crucible that forged his resilience. Embracing setbacks as opportunities for growth. Amor Fati isn't about passive acceptance. It's about actively embracing life's twists and turns, seeing each event, even the painful ones, as an essential part of the journey. When Daniel reframed his setbacks, he began to see them as opportunities for growth. Losing his job pushed him to refine his skills. The end of his relationship forced him to confront and heal old emotional wounds. And the delay in starting his business gave him the time to develop a more robust plan. Psychologists have long studied the phenomenon of post-traumatic growth, the positive psychological changes that can arise from adversity. People who adopt a mindset of acceptance and learning are more likely to emerge from challenges stronger, wiser, and more capable. Amor Fati embodies this principle. Real-life examples of thriving despite adversity. History is filled with examples of individuals who exemplified Amor Fati. Consider Thomas Edison, whose laboratory burned to the ground in 1914, destroying years of research. Instead of lamenting the loss, Edison famously said, "Thank goodness all our mistakes were burned up. Now we can start fresh." His perspective enabled him to rebuild and continue innovating. Another powerful example is Malala Yousafzai, who turned a life-threatening attack into a platform for advocating for girls' education worldwide. Her ability to embrace her circumstances, rather than be defeated by them, transformed her into a global symbol of resilience. Shifting from resistance to acceptance. Embracing Amor Fati requires a shift in mindset. Resistance to what has already happened is futile, acceptance is liberating. To practice this, start by reframing your narrative. Write about a recent challenge, but focus on the lessons it taught you and how it might benefit you in the long run. Gratitude for adversity. List 3 difficult experiences from your past and identify the growth or opportunities they provided. Daily affirmations. Begin each day by reminding yourself, I will accept and embrace whatever comes my way. Viewing challenges as essential parts of your journey. By the end of that autumn evening, Daniel felt a profound sense of peace. His circumstances hadn't changed, but his perspective had. Every difficulty he faced was no longer a roadblock but a stepping stone, a necessary chapter in the story of his life. Amor Fati doesn't promise an easy path, but it offers a meaningful one. When you learn to love your fate, to embrace life in its entirety, you transform challenges into opportunities and setbacks into growth. The journey may be unpredictable, but it will always be worthwhile.